Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. We have a good slate. Sunday, still plenty of games to go through. So I went through all the games as always, try to find plays that I did like. And as always, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. Could be later tonight, not too late, and then tomorrow I'll try to have some, but I will say I will be at work, so it's very difficult to add any plays while I'm there. So I try to find some that I like. So it's up to you what you do with them, but I'll just get straight into the plays. The first play that I found that I like is Keane Lewis Potter to go under 2 tackles playing at home for Brentford, going up against Chelsea. This one's just not that much to explain. First of all, it's a very good hit rate. He has gone under 3, so hasn't got 3. He has got 2, but he hasn't gone over this mark in 27 out of 28 games so far this season. That's a 96% hit rate. It's a great hit rate. And even in he played them in that first game, in the first game of the season, and he went under this tackle prop. He didn't get a single one in that first game, and Chelsea had a fully healthy attack, which is what they will have in this game. So it's not like Chelsea rotated their players or anything. Besides, Chelsea are a team that allowed the 6th least tackles to opponents, and a big reason for that is because they control the ball a lot and they pass it around. Whenever they see players coming by, they pass it, so they don't even give the opposing team a chance to tackle them. And Potter in general, he's not an aggressive player at all. He's more of a left wing back. He's more of a player that he's not an aggressive player, and when they do have the ball, he overlaps and tries to help in the attack. So he's not a defensive fullback at all. He's more of an attacking one, and I don't see him getting 3. It's a great hit rate, so no reason to over-explain it. So I like Keane Lewis Potter to go under 2 tackles. This next player prop that I found that I like is Alisson to go higher than 2 saves, playing away from home for Liverpool, going up against Fulham. Fulham have been really exceeding expectations this season, and they're still looming in those top European spots. If they can get in a good run of form in these last games in the season, they can get one of those top spots and enter the European football next season. Besides, they go from averaging 3.9 shots away from home up to 5.1 at home, which is where they're playing now. They average a little over 1 extra shot on target at home, and every single shot on target, especially against Liverpool, is going to matter. Besides, Alisson himself has saved 73.5% of the shots on target that he has faced so far, and it's averaged 2.39 saves per 90, so he's a good keeper. He saves a really good percentage of the shot he faces. On average, a keeper usually saves around 65 to 67. He's over the 70s, mid-70s, so it's good for us. And again, he averages 2.39. So in my opinion, he gets 2. It's just whether he gets that 3rd. He will face a lot of shots on target, or at least a couple. It's just whether or not he can save them or not. Besides, he's had 2+ in 15 out of 21 games, 71% hit rate. And away from home, this prop has had 2+ in 9 out of 12, 75% hit rate. So he went under in that first game from 3 shots on target, but Fulham scored 2 from those 3 because Liverpool had an early red card from Robertson around the 15th, 18th minute. So Liverpool were a man down, and they conceded early, and Fulham were able to convert 2 of the 3, so I don't really blame them there. Again, Fulham, in my opinion, will get a lot of their chances from the counter attack and from saving through balls, so it's just whether he saves them. He will have those opportunities. It's a good line to take, so I like Alisson to go higher than 2 saves. The last player prop that I found so far, this one's on Underdog, and that's Skarke to go under 2.5 shots playing at home for Union Berlin, going up against Wolfsburg. He, in general, has not gotten consistent playing time the whole season. Even the games he has started, he has yet to play a full game. He has always got subbed out, and in 26 games that he's played, only 9 of them have came from starts. And even in those 9 starts, he's gone under in 8 out of 9 games. That's an 89% hit rate when he starts. And even last game where he played against Freiburg, he actually didn't start. He came in the 8th minute because Young got injured. Hence why I believe he will start, because Young is still injured. But in that game, he came in the 8th minute, and he still got subbed out in the 69th minute. So obviously the Berlin coach either just doesn't like something about him or just doesn't really trust him. So hence why anytime he does play, he gets subbed out. And Wolfsburg are an average defense. They're really in the middle. You can call it the 9th most, or you can call it the 10th least. But on average, they allow 13.6 shots. So it's not like they're playing a bad defense or anything. And besides, Skarke in general, if you look at the shots that he has taken, 17 have been with his right, 2 headers, and 1 left. So he's not versatile at all. And at the end of the day, it's a good hit rate, and he doesn't play consistently. I easily see him getting subbed out. Besides, Wolfsburg are an aggressive team, and even when they do have those set piece opportunities, he's not going to be the one taking them. He doesn't take set pieces. Even when they do take him, he's not going to be in the box because he's not a big body or anything. He's going to be more outside the box. So in general, good hit rate, doesn't play consistently, and he just won't get that many chances. I see him getting subbed out. So I like this line. I like Tim Skarke to go under 2.5 shots. Before I get into the money line play, as always, real quick, if everybody could like the video and comment, it helps boost the video out to more people. It only takes a second, and whether it's showing support or asking questions, I try to read all the comments as best as I can. Even tomorrow while I'm at work, when I'm on break or something, I'll try to read those comments. And then if you want to support the channel just a little more, I do have the membership link in the description. It is completely optional. I don't hide any picks. It's just for us. I want to, again, support the channel, and 2, get the videos out even earlier than what you usually would. If you're not a member, those that are already saw this video and already got all these picks before everybody else, because these do tend to get bumped or taken away sometimes after I post these videos. So, and I also have my links for everything else, whether it's Outlier, whether it's PrizePicks, Underdog, everything linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But when it comes to the money line plays, the slip does look a little different because I'm going to try a different sportsbook, mainly because you get better value from it. And I was really sticking to Fliff just because I felt like that was one of those apps that pretty much every state has. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just will use their own sportsbook. So I'm going to move over, try this one out. I've been playing it just in general for my personal slips because you can also get player props there. So I'm thinking about just also maybe posting like one sportsbook play, not just money line, but like include player shots and stuff like that. So let me know what you think about that. But for day 1 of the ladder challenge, I am going, this slip is for -112, and this personal sportsbooks is on Oakland, so that's where I'm playing it. And the first play that I found that I like for is the Chelsea to win or draw going up against Brentford. It's just whether they lose or not, and I do not think they lose. Brentford in general struggle against bigger teams. They lost to Newcastle, lost to Villa, lost to Tottenham, they lost to Liverpool, they drew City, lost to Arsenal, drew to Brighton, so they just can't beat these big teams. And Chelsea won in the first game in which they played 2-1. Chelsea went from losing 4 out of 5. They were in a losing run. Then they came back and are now on a 5 out of 6 winning run. Now they finally have a healthy attack again because they had Madueke injured. He came back. They had Nicholas Jackson injured. He came back. So now they have a fully healthy attack again. And they have one game, last game that they played, they had the fully healthy attack and they beat Tottenham 1-0. And they're getting their team chemistry back. And now with more playing time together, going up against this team, I see them getting a honestly, I've thought about taking just their win, but it's just safer to take their winner draw. They're hanging on to the 4th place spot in the Champions League. Top 4 get Champions League spots. They are currently 4th place, and they're only in 4th by 1 point. So they need to try to get a result. They cannot afford to lose any points. I expect them to control possession in general, and they have scored 26 and 15 away, so I can easily see them just keeping up with Brentford, if Brentford could even score against Chelsea. So I like this. I like Chelsea to win or draw going up against Brentford. And in the second play, this was in the MLS, and that's Inter Miami money line going up against Toronto. They're in general, at the end of the day, just a much better team. They drew the first game, and then they have won all 4 games after that, so they're still undefeated in the league. And Toronto are the complete opposite. They are yet to win. After 6 games, they have drawn 2 and lost 4. And even if you look at the games that they've played away from home, they have drawn 1 and lost 3. And that's really the story that they had in general last season. They were a good team at home, but when they play away from home, they're just a horrible side. Obviously, Toronto, they play in Canada, but most of their away games are in the U.S., so they struggle playing in the U.S., which is good for us. And so far, they have conceded 12 goals in 6 games, and that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. Miami have a much better team and will be able to outscore Toronto again if Toronto are able to score at all. And with Suarez, Messi, and Jordi Alba, it's just going to be too much for Toronto to handle. They have struggled at defending through balls. They have struggled to defend their counterattacks. And Miami in general so far have converted 46% of the shots on target that they have taken. That's a really high conversion rate. For comparison, most teams try to convert, or on average convert about 33 to 35% of the shots on target that they take. They convert almost 50% of the ones that they take. So at the end of the day, they're playing at home. They're still undefeated, and I expect them to get a win here at home against Toronto. So I like the Inter and Miami money line going up against Toronto. And for day 1 of the ladder challenge, I like this slip for -112. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. We were this close to sweeping the player props. It was a 3-in-1 day. The only one that missed was supposed to be the safe one, and Thankszs to take 2 shots. He went last game from taking 3 against Bournemouth, who's a much better defense, to playing the Wolves, a worse defense, now at home, and didn't even take a single shot, so that was frustrating. But all the other 3 hit. Asensio to take at least 2. He went over and had 3 shots. Maignan to go over 2 saves. He had like 5 or 7 saves, so that one was pretty easy as well. And then Iago Aspas to take 2 shots. He got subbed out in like the 69th minute, but didn't matter because he took that second shot. So this close to sweeping the player prop. So we had a pretty good day when it came to those, but we just can't seem to catch a break when it comes to the money lines. We tried the day 1 again, and then we had the Inter Milan against Parma. I said I leaned the taking their higher in 1.5, which is what I should have done, but Parma somehow managed to score 2, and pretty much that was after Inter subbed out their starter, so that was just unfortunate for us. And then the Barcelona money line against Real Betis, they ended up drawing that game. So again, we just haven't seemed to get a lucky break when it comes to those. But hopefully we can turn that around tomorrow and do good like I did with the player props. I feel good about these plays as always. I always give the best that I can. It's quality over quantity at the end of the day. Like I mentioned, if I do have any edit plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.